In this video, we'll do a speed test comparison to see whether Redmi Note 9 Pro is a substantial upgrade from the Redmi Note 8 Pro, which was launched just a few months back. First of all, let's turn on the aeroplane mode. Now let's clear all the applications which are running in the background. Let's go to the reboot test and let's restart these devices. The major difference between Redmi Note 8 Pro and the Redmi Note 9 Pro is going to be the processor. Redmi Note 8 Pro comes with MediaTek Helio G90T processor, whereas Redmi Note 9 Pro comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor, which is one of the best processors that you can get at the price tag of around 15,000 rupees by Qualcomm. When it comes to the reboot test, obviously Redmi Note 8 Pro was faster as compared to Redmi Note 9 Pro, and it seems as if it was by a very good margin. Redmi Note 9 Pro just now completed the boot. When it comes to the number of applications installed, actually it's more on the Redmi Note 8 Pro as compared to Redmi Note 9 Pro. This is like a brand new device which I unboxed like almost 12 to 15 hours ago. So just in case if you had that doubt, nothing is running in the memory. We are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Let's start with Twitter application. Oh my god, both of them were very close to each other. I mean, not a huge difference. Instagram. This time Redmi Note 8 Pro was faster as compared to Note 9 Pro. Facebook application was loaded faster on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. YouTube Music application faster on the Redmi Note 9 Pro once again as compared to Redmi Note 8 Pro. Flipkart application, and it was loaded up slightly faster on Redmi Note 8 Pro, I guess, but it was so close that it's difficult to notice which one was actually faster. Let's try YouTube app now. And Redmi Note 8 Pro was faster as compared to Note 9 Pro. Play Store application once again was opened faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. It's surprising to see Redmi Note 8 Pro performing this good. And when it comes to opening the website, I feel like Redmi Note 9 Pro was slightly faster. Let's try opening this article, and Redmi Note 8 Pro this time was faster as compared to Note 9 Pro, I guess. Let's try DRM info application, and as you know, Redmi Note 8 Pro and Redmi Note 9 Pro, both these devices support Widevine L1 certification out of the box. But when it comes to Prime Video application, which was opened up faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, by the way, streaming quality on the Redmi Note 8 Pro is limited to 0.46 GB, meaning there is no 1080p playback on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, whereas full HD playback is supported on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. When it comes to Netflix application, once again the story remains the same, but this time Redmi Note 9 Pro follows the suit of Redmi Note 8 Pro, because even Redmi Note 9 Pro cannot stream content from Netflix at full HD resolution, and that's kinda disappointing on both these devices. Redmi Note 8 Pro, I mean, it's even more disappointing that it doesn't even support Prime Video application, but Netflix HD support is there with the Android 10 update, which will be released soon. I did not get that update on my Redmi Note 8 Pro as of shooting this video, so I'm not going to include that. But as you saw, the performance is already so good that probably after Android 10 it is going to become even better. This application was opened faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Let's try speed test application. Let's see which one connects to the server faster, and it seems as if Redmi Note 9 Pro connected faster. Let's go to the same server, Airtel network, Andheri. Let's start the speed test here. So as you saw, Redmi Note 9 Pro was much more consistent as compared to Redmi Note 8 Pro, and same thing happened when it comes to comparison with Poco X2, but Poco X2 was better than Redmi Note 8 Pro at least. So when it comes to speed test application, I'm going to give my vote to the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Redmi Note 8 Pro was faster as compared to Note 9 Pro. Let's try Subway Surfers game now. And this time, once again, Redmi Note 9 Pro was faster as compared to Redmi Note 8 Pro. Let's try PUBG Mobile game, G90T against the mighty 720G processor. I feel like G90T processor with its smooth and extreme option enabled out of the box is a much better deal as compared to smooth and ultra of 720G processor, even though the performance with smooth and extreme option by using GFX tool on the 720G processor will be better as compared to the G90T processor. And when it comes to opening the game, once again both of them were very close, but Redmi Note 9 Pro once again was slightly faster as compared to Redmi Note 8 Pro. Now let's do the multitasking test. Game turbo mode was completely disabled on both these devices. and both of them have a 60 hertz refresh rate display only. There is no 90 hertz on any of these devices, and the dogs are barking so loud. It's 12:36 a.m. and as you can see, the application is being reloaded on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. The same thing happened when I did a speed test comparison earlier of Redmi Note 8 Pro, and then people said that because of Game Turbo it happened. So now the Game Turbo is disabled. Still, it is going to reload the application. Oh, it took so much of time. DRM Info application was reloaded on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Chrome application is in memory on both these devices. Play Store app is in memory. YouTube application is being reloaded on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. When it comes to Flipkart application, once again it is being reloaded on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. YouTube Music is being reloaded on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Oh my god, am I going to say the same thing for Facebook? Not really. Instagram is in memory on both these devices, and Twitter application was in memory, and I mean straight up in memory. It loaded up it from the memory, but it felt as if it took little bit of time for Redmi Note 8 Pro. So I feel like Redmi Note 8 Pro needs little bit of optimization, or I think little bit extra optimization when it comes to multitasking test, because this is the second time that we have tried and Redmi Note 8 Pro did not perform good in multitasking around. I hope the Android 10 update fixes this issue of multitasking on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, because the device is definitely capable to do a lot of things. Because when it comes to app opening times, Redmi Note 8 Pro is very well up there. I mean, when it comes to normal applications, the first row of applications that we tried, Redmi Note 8 Pro was very good in that round. When it comes to gaming round, both these devices were very close to each other, and the results are here. Geekbench scores are always better on Snapdragon 700 series processor. So 720G scores much better as compared to G90T processor. And now let's try the Antutu benchmark app and let's see whether G90T will be able to beat the 720G processor or not. By the way, do not decide which phone to go for after watching this particular speed test video. Watch my review videos of Redmi Note 8 Pro or Redmi Note 9 Pro in order to decide which one to go for, because these speed tests are good to look at, but they don't really talk about camera comparison, battery life, charging time, at which Redmi Note 8 Pro might be better and Redmi Note 9 Pro may not be. So consider all these points and watch review videos if you are planning to buy any of these. So 2,85,000 of MediaTek G90T processor, which is known to perform very good on Antutu benchmarks, outperformed the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which scored 2,75,000. And I guess that's not it for this speed test comparison. Is the Redmi Note 9 Pro enough of an upgrade from Redmi Note 8 Pro? You get a notch which looks like this. There is not a huge upgrade when it comes to charging technology, display quality or display panel. There is no 90 Hz refresh rate here, even though Realme 6 at the price tag of 13,000 rupees supports that. I feel like Redmi Note 9 Pro is a very small incremental upgrade. If you have the Redmi Note 8 Pro, I feel like you should be very happy that you bought a very good device. If someone is planning to buy a new device now, then Redmi Note 9 Pro will be the device which I'll be recommending over the Redmi Note 8 Pro, just because it is newer and it will probably get more software updates as compared to Redmi Note 8 Pro. And that's pretty much it for this particular video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified next time we upload a speed test comparison video of some other device. Maybe if you have any suggestions for the apps that we should add in this speed test or some extra tests that we should do, then do let us know about that in the comment section box below. We'll be more than glad to hear your thoughts basically. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you for watching.